out stuff in the van this week. We've got OSB boarding, insulation at the back, a window frame, EPDM in that covering there, all sorts of things. So this week we're doing a lean-to greenhouse, but also going to re-roof and insulate a shed. So here's what we've got here. So we're going to build the greenhouse coming out from that shed wall and leaning up against this wall here. I'm going to take off the corrugated plastic roof covering of the shed and board it, insulate it, and put a roof window in there as well. Okay, it's well, what is it now? 8 o'clock. I've been out here for about an hour, and just cleared out all the ivy there off the back wall from about a couple of metres, because that's where the lean-to is going to go against. And I just got to dig out the trench here and bring it back across this line. We're looking at keeping the floor as instated as it is at the moment, you know. So pathway through the middle to the shed, that bed there, and just gravel. Might get some more gravel to tidy up that area there. Here we are back just after Christmas. It's the 9th of January, and so here's all the parts. There's the shelving there, the rafters. There's not too many bits. There's only the roof, the front, and the side gable, of course, on this one. 9 sheets of glass, 2 opening roof windows, and 2 windows on the front elevation, low down, automatic. Okay, this is going quite well. That's the structure up, and the front gable is glazed. I've done the lead work against the wall abutment. You see the rafters are 2.8 metres long, and the great thing about toughened glass is you can go for that sort of length in one single sheet, so you don't get any of that problems with overlap with lichen and moss getting in between the glass panels. So you see the length of these. So I've got to lift this up in the air and slide it in on this first one, because oddly enough, the wall tapers out, which you kind of expect with an old wall. So it's wider at the top by 40mm on the bottom, and it's slightly longer on the back wall as well. So I've made a wedge-shaped piece of glass to go in the first one, and then they're all straight after that. It's only a small amount of wedge, but it won't be noticeable, but just counteracts that difference in the structure, so everything's square after that. But it means that first one's got to be lifted up, and she just sort of slid in sideways, and then I push the other rafter in afterwards, and then the others can be slid upwards from the eave length here, which will be much easier. So as soon as I get this first one done, I'll be kind of more relaxed, because this is a tricky one. Okay, that went alright in the end. So I've got that first piece of glass in. I put it on top of the flat roof, well, you know, the EPDM roof there, and slid it in over and put it in. A little support bracket underneath it for now, just help catch it. I'll put the next one up now. I've put the front in obviously here, and it's all glazed. I'll put these side windows in as well in a minute, and I'll do the door. And then it's just, I'm going to put the opening windows in, the roof. And then I'm going to go back home, because I've forgotten 2 pieces of glass. So I've got to drive all the way back home, pick up 2 pieces of glass that I left in the rack, and then come back tomorrow morning and finish the roof. Duh. God. Hey. Okay guys, we're nearly there. Just wanted the shelving on, the guttering, and I'm going to put a central pillar in the middle. Not right in the centre, but into the gravel part. I've just tested that the vents are opening with my trusty hairdryer. Just heated that one up just to see that it opens correctly. Can't tell at this time of year. So okay, we've got the lean-to greenhouse in toughened glass, obviously, auto vents and 2 opening windows along the front, a doorway. The great thing is it's got a shed attached with the insulated roof. It's roofed in EPDM. It should have a life expectancy of at least 40 years. I've lead lined around the abutments, up the walls and everywhere. So I've insulated the roof, as I say, inside the shed, so it makes it a really cosy space inside. And I've painted the ply lines, the interior here, and then painted it, and it's got toughened glass opening roof. Oh well, just a roof light. And then inside here, there's quite a long span. It's actually 2.8 metres pieces of glass, which are continuous pieces. And they're in 4x2 timber, so it's pretty substantial timber, but I put a supporting pillar in the centre, just in case of snow loads, potentially. You get a lot of snow up in Scotland. This is Lockerbie. They say they haven't had any snow up here for hardly ever get any, but you never know, do you? So just for safety's sake. And that's concreted into the ground. I've put a footing, it's set into a footing of Akoya, which that's that special wood that has a guarantee against any rot or anything for 25 years if underwater, so it should be fine in there. And then that's concreted in. And that's it really. It's got a lot of drying out to do in here because it hasn't been covered over for ages, but the condensation will run down the inside. It should just permeate out hopefully through the foam insert that I put in. Great. And this back wall's going to be painted, and they're going to get some electricity in here soon when it's all dried out a bit more. And that's the idea.